Monster Truck Racing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel, and tonight we kick off the all-new August season, and we're ready to throw down for the fans as well. These MTA drivers are getting dialed in. This track is going to be wicked fast, not a lot of obstacles in the way. It's just a fast-paced course for tonight to kick off the August season. There you see the championship flag hanging proudly off the back of King Sling. Bradlee Graham won 3 out of 4 events last season. He's trying to hang on to that championship flag yet again here tonight to kick off an all-new season. We've got the return of Wildfoot, Nightmare, Vet King, USA 1, Gas Monkey Garage finally back in the house. We haven't seen him in quite some time. This field is stacked, just like the Smashdown was earlier this week. We are going to see these drivers absolutely throw it down. As you see, Bradlee Graham trying to hang on to the championship flag to kick off the August season. Here's how round 1 action is going to shake down. Metal Militia will take on Medusa. Brodozer taking on Pastrana 199. Captain's Curse will take on USA 1. And Barefoot will take on the Wild Hair. Other side of the bracket, Samson's going to take on Bulldozer. And then in the final round, it's going to be the Battle of the Kings. Vet King taking on King Sling. Now as we go ahead and kick round 1 action off, Chase McClure making his debut here tonight on the MTA circuit. Metal Militia back on scene, now ready to take on Raylan Mullins, who didn't fare so well last season in the Medusa Ford, hailing out of Orlando, Florida. Now ready to rock over there on the outside lane. Looks like Chase McClure in the Metal Militia scene ready to go, making his debut out here. Raylan Mullins been out here for quite some time. One of these drivers move on in the round 2 competition. It's a battle of the Ford Oval Brigade. Here's the green light now as we kick off the August season, and off the line they go. Fairly even now down the straight track. Metal Militia with the early lead of Medusa coming back on him, and she will dump it over inside the shutdown area. What a ride, as Raylan Mullins knew she had to make up a little bit of ground. Might have sent it a little too hard down there into the sea containers inside the shutdown area. A great run for Chase McClure for his debut out here. Metal Militia looking strong. MTA track crew and officials down there to roll her back over. She is your round 1 winner here tonight over Metal Militia. The crew's going to be thrashing, making sure she can come back for round 2 competition. What a great ride there and a debut for Metal Militia here tonight. Next up in round 1 is the return of the Wild Man himself. We haven't seen him in a long time. Wild Man Ryan Johnson back behind the wheel of Brodozer. He is now set to take on Jared Booker, who was out here this past July season. He now has his hands full because Ryan Johnson knows how to get a championship win out here tonight. Might have to knock off some of the rust over there in that far lane. Both these drivers are staged. Here's the green light now. Brodozer, Pastrana 199er down the straight track here. Pastrana's got a lead on him now to the last of the cars. And Jared Booker will put the veteran on the trailer early. We talked about the rust that Ryan Johnson may have. It just proved itself there tonight. Pastrana 199 coming back. Well, no doubt we'll see Johnson back better than ever next week. Next up in round 1, Cam Smith returns. The Captain's Curse 41 Wheelies, a beautiful looking truck out here on the MTA circuit. Now will find himself against Jalen Buford, the Monster Mania 3 champion, the brand new USA 1 Chevrolet out of St. Cloud, Minnesota, now ready to rock on that outside lane, now ready to take on that 41 Wheelies. And Captain's Curse, both these drivers are staged. Now we're looking for green. Off the line they go now, they're pretty even coming down the straight stretch here with a good race to the last of the cars in USA 1. Jalen Buford will gather up the win here tonight over Captain's Curse. A great run, but Jalen Buford in that new USA 1 working good for him here tonight inside round 1. Now next up, Austin Wagner, 3rd generation Wagner to take on the Wild Hair Chevrolet name. Now finds himself taking on Nathan Smith, piloting a brand new ride for the August season, the Barefoot Dodge out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois. He is now staged up here on the inside lane, so a Chevrolet Dodge shootout here tonight inside round 1. Nathan Smith, the former driver of Monster Mutt, now finds himself against Wild Hair. Both trucks are staged up at the line. We're looking for green now, and off the line they go. Barefoot got the whole shot. Wild Hair trying to come back on the last of the cars, and I think Wagner did it. Inside the shutdown area goes Barefoot. clips the sea container. What a ride for the old Barefoot Dodge there as he tried to play catch-up on Wild Hair. Wagner came from behind there over the last set of cars. Here, round one winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Wagner will upset the Dodge camp. Barefoot on the trailer. Nathan Smith going for a ride there. Nonetheless, Wild Hair, your round one winner. Now back in round one action, Keith Cromwell returns. The MTA veteran himself, former three-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, taking on another three-time Thunder champion. That's Brandon Copeland, hailing out of Pacific, Missouri. The Wildfoot Ford stays now over there on the outside lane, ready to take on the Monster Lobster. Keith Cromwell and Crustacean looking strong, always a top threat. Green light goes down off the line, and they're pretty even down the straight from here to the first jump, and Wildfoot in trouble, making contact inside the shutdown area. Keith Cromwell and Brandon Copeland got a little crossed up over the last stack of cars, crossing there at the finish line, making a little contact. As we look back at your MTA photo finish, your round one winner, Brandon Copeland, and Wildfoot takes out Crustacean here tonight by about 3/4 of a truck, more so a tire nonetheless. Wildfoot moving on. Next up, Shane Action Jackson back for another season. The Nightmare Machine at the line. He will now take on Jason Craddock, a 7-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. We haven't seen him out here in a couple of months. Glad to have him back on circuit, missing that lime green wrecking machine. Gas Monkey Garage out of Dallas, Texas, stays now on the inside lane. Both these drivers trying to pick up a round one win, not just for the victory, but for the points. Here's the green light now. Off the line they go. Gas Monkey got the whole shot. Nightmare right there with him over the car. Doing Craddock coming back with a vengeance here tonight. He will put Nightmare on the trailer early. Gas Monkey Garage looking strong in round one competition. Craddock hasn't lost a step. Again, only been gone just a couple of months. Gas Monkey looking strong. Next up in round one out of Circleville, Ohio. We haven't seen this man in a long time, well over a year. David Snyder back in the Samson Chevrolet. I know he's a Ford man, but right now he's piloting the Chevrolet, ready to take on John Cadiux in Brodozer, who's ready to rock over here on the inside lane. Again, last time we saw John Cadiux, he was debuting that brand new Brodozer machine. Has he done any adjustments? Both trucks are staged now. Here's the green light. Off the line they go. Now Brodozer pulling the side lane on Samson to the last of the car. Now Snyder in trouble, rolls it over the finish line into the shutdown area. He caught a bad bounce there over that last set of cars. John Cadiux and Brodozer capitalized on the mistake, getting the round one victory over the Samson Chevrolet here tonight. We're going to take you back now to the top of the track. Check out your MTA replay. We're going to try to figure out what happened to Samson as they come off the line. Brodozer does get the whole shot, holds out a good lead. Samson now knows he's in trouble, trying to make the ground up and make a comeback here. Over the first jump now, Samson got a little crossed up, side slapped hard on that left-hand side. It kicked him back over to the right, and Brodozer by inches now getting the win over Samson. Snyder tried to bring it back around to no avail. John Cadiux will advance on into round two competition. Now next up to close out round one action, Vet King, the 53 Chevrolet Corvette. Aaron Locke at the helms here will get first crack at Bradlee Graham and King Sling. Now a 9-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, trying to hang on to the championship flag to close out week one of the August season. Who's going to round two? The green light goes down. King Sling got the whole shot down the stretch over the cars. Now Vet King coming back, and Aaron Locke and Vet King in trouble, rolling the truck over inside the shutdown area. He was trying to shut it down. He had so much speed, trying to chase down King Sling. Not sure if he came from behind and gathered up the win. It was incredibly close at the line. As we go down to your photo finish, your winner in round one, ladies and gentlemen, Bradlee Graham and King Sling will just barely edge out the Vet King machine. And so now we know King Sling will take the championship flag on into round two. And ladies and gentlemen, we still got a lot more great racing still to come as we kick off the August season. Is anybody going to knock out Bradlee Graham and King Sling and take the championship flag here tonight? Round two action coming up next after the break.
This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Buckle in. The show starts now.
Welcome back, MTA fans, to the August season kickoff here tonight. Round two action. Medusa will take on Pastrana 199. USA 1 taking on Wild Hair. Other side of the bracket, Wildfoot will take on Gas Monkey. And closing out round two action, Brodozer getting a shot at the champion. Bradlee, Graham, and the King Sling machine still holding on to the championship flag. Now it looks like Medusa's got the round one matchup. We're getting word now down in the pit area. They're still thrashing on that truck. They got to get it back and ready to go at the line as Jarrett Booker's at the starting gate waiting for his truck's getting hot. Medusa had the rollover in round one. The crew's been down there thrashing the entire time. Hopefully they can get the truck back because, ladies and gentlemen, round two action is kicking off right now, and Jarrett Booker in Pastrana 199 is ready to go. He's after that flag here tonight. Raylan Mullins and Medusa now again had that rollover in round one action. They're trying to get her back, and we're getting word now. She's coming to the start line. Medusa ready to rock the house. They got it back together. She is now going to meet Jarrett Booker in Pastrana 199 at the line. Who's going to take home this round two win? We're going to find out because Jarrett Booker, Pastrana 199, is hungry for a championship. Raylan Mullins again had that rollover. Don't know if the truck's at 100%. Green light's going to go down there on the left and off the line to go. Pastrana's got the lead. Medusa coming back now. It's incredibly close, and Medusa sends it into the container for the second time tonight. Jarrett Booker, Raylan Mullins absolutely tearing it down here to kick off round two action. A race way too close to call from up here in the booth. We're going down to our still shot, our MTA photo finish. Your winner in round two, Raylan Mullins and Medusa getting a huge win over Pastrana 199 here tonight inside of round two. Now next up, it's Jalen Buford in the USA 1 Chevrolet, the brand new truck making its debut here tonight. Hailing out of St. Cloud, Minnesota, will now take on Austin Wagner in the Wild Hair Chevrolet, as that truck has been in his family for quite some time. They've brought home many championships to the Wagner name. He's trying to do just that, taking on the former Monster Mania champion, USA 1 Chevrolet. It's a battle of the bow tie in round two. Here's the green light now, and off the line, they're fairly even down the stretch. USA 1 got slightly Wild Hair coming back. Jalen in trouble, and now Wild Hair goes over. What an incredible race. It's not often on the MTA circuit that you watch two trucks roll over in the same race, but ladies and gentlemen, USA 1 caught a bad bounce on the last stack of cars, and Wild Hair was trying to shut it down. What a matchup it was, no doubt. As we look at your MTA replay, they're fairly even down the straight stretch. It's a battle of the bow tie here tonight. Two Chevrolet power plants throwing it down. It looks like USA 1 got crossed up at the line. Wild Hair will get the win as Buford goes upside down, and so does Austin Wagner and the Wild Hair machine. An incredible matchup, but ladies and gentlemen, your round two winner, Wild Hair, here tonight over USA 1. Now next up here tonight in round two, it's the return of Jason Craddock in the Gas Monkey machine all the way from Dallas, Texas. Now taking on Brandon Copeland in the Wildfoot Ford out of Pacific, Missouri. Former three-time Thunder champion. Craddock over here in Gas Monkey, a former seven-time Thunder champion. 10 championships between the two of them. Will it be Mopar or Ford here tonight in round two? Both trucks are staged. Green light goes down, and off the line they're pretty even now. Slightly going to Gas Monkey. Wildfoot trying to come back on him, and Copeland may have just had enough to come back and steal the win away from Jason Craddock and Gas Monkey. We're getting word Wildfoot is your round two winner over Gas Monkey Garage. A close race, no doubt. Brandon Copeland and Wildfoot moving on in the semifinals. Now next up, Bradlee Graham returns after a close matchup with Bet King earlier in round one competition. He is now set to take on John Cadiux and his brand new Brodozer, staged over here on the inside lane. Graham not going to lay down for anybody, trying to hang on to the championship flag here tonight. Become a 10-time Thunder champion. Who's going on to semifinals to meet Wildfoot? Both trucks are staged. Green light goes down on the line, and King Sling pulling the lead on Brodozer to the last set of cars. It's lost. Cadiux tried to play catch-up on him. He may have just had enough at the line to either tie this race and rerun it, or he may have just passed King Sling at the finish line. What a matchup it was. John Cadiux fell from behind there at the start, but made up the ground over the last set of cars. Here's a look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Bradlee Graham and King Sling by a tire over John Cadiux and the Brodozer. A great matchup, no question. The championship flag hanging on to King Sling as we go into semifinal action. And ladies and gentlemen, if King Sling cannot be denied here tonight, he's running good. A lot of close finishes, but can he hang on to the championship flag in semis? We're going to find out next after the break. And ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention for just one moment, we want to take you over to the Midwest Madness YouTube channel, where they hold diecast racing once a month. Get ready to romp and stomp on their track as Midwest Madness puts on some of the most spectacular shows you will ever see on YouTube for Monster Truck Diecast Racing. Watch the carnage unfold, bodies get destroyed, and some down-hole great racing action with 32 of the best monster trucks throwing it down on the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. You can find all their social medias on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and I'll post a link in our description. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can't get enough Diecast Monster Truck Racing, we told you about our friends over at Midwest Madness. We want to take you over to another YouTube channel. That is Monster Truck Championship. They throw down each and every week for the Monster Truck Wars on Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you can't get enough Diecast Racing, be sure to go check out Monster Truck Championship over on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You won't regret it. They got some of the top trucks in the league, and they're ready to throw down for you each and every week on Monday nights. And welcome back to Thursday Night Thunder, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off the August season. Always a good time over at Midwest Madness and the Monster Truck Championship YouTube channels. But right now, it's semifinal time. Medusa taking on Wild Hair. Other side of the bracket, Wildfoot will take on King Sling in our semifinal showdown. 4 trucks remain. We started with 16, kicking off this August season. Austin Wagner rolled the Wild Hair machine over earlier tonight in round 2. Now taking on Raylan Mullins and Medusa, who turned her truck over in round 1. Both these drivers got a little battle scars here as we go into semifinal action. Ford versus Chevrolet here tonight. Who's taking it on into the final round to kick off the August season? Medusa, Wild Hair, stage now as we go green. Off the line, Medusa got the early lead. Wild Hair trying to come back on her now. Medusa in trouble, and Wild Hair coming back on 2 wheels now. Brings it back down. What a piece of driving by Austin Wagner and Wild Hair, keeping that truck shiny side up here tonight in semifinal action. But Medusa got a little bobbled there as she landed the truck over the last set of cars. Here's another look at it at the replay. Top of the track, Medusa pulled the whole shot on Wild Hair. Austin Wagner trying to make up the ground with the Chevrolet horsepower. Watch your far lane. Medusa got a little crossed up. Took a bad bouncing at the line. She does pick up the semifinal win, and Wagner absolutely on 2 wheels and saves the truck with an incredible run from him as well. Just not enough here tonight to take out Medusa. Who is she going to meet in the final round? Will it be the reigning and defending Thursday Night Thunder champion Bradlee Graham and King Sling, or is it going to be Brandon Copeland and the Wildfoot Ford all the way from Pacific, Missouri? This one's got an old school feel to it. The Ford now staged over here on the inside lane, ready to take on the current champion, Bradlee Graham and King Sling, hailing out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Championship flag on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to meet Medusa in the finals? Stage now. Green light goes down off the line. Wildfoot got the jumper. King Sling right there with him in the last set of cars. Wildfoot rolls it over, and Bradlee Graham and King Sling may have just caught a break here tonight in semis. Brandon Copeland was right there with him. Again, caught the bad bounce, much like Medusa. This time, Wildfoot goes over. Here's another look at your MTA replay. Look at the whole shot by both drivers. Absolutely cutting a tree. Down the straight stretch they go. They're pretty even going into the first jump. Watch Wildfoot in that far lane. Got a little cattywampus there in midair. Trying to drive out of it. Nowhere to go but upside down. And Bradlee Graham and King Sling once again in the final round here tonight as we kick off the August season. Raylan Mullins and Medusa had the early rollover in round 1 here tonight. We weren't sure if she was going to make it back to team. Got the truck ready to go. She is now prepped to take on the defending Thursday Night Thunder champion, Bradlee Graham and King Sling, who is looking for his 10th championship here tonight. He's got to go through a driver that is hungry for her 2nd Thunder championship. She's been through a lot tonight, already rolled the truck over, had their doubts on bringing the truck back. Can she knock out King Sling here tonight? We're going to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, King Sling, Medusa, it's showtime here tonight on Thunder as we go green down the straight stretch. They're dead even down to the first jump. Here we got a race front, and Medusa turning it over again inside the shutdown area, much like round 1. Bradlee Graham and King Sling threw it down in that far lane. Medusa hung right there with them. What an incredible matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are not sure who this final round winner was. Will King Sling hang on to the championship flag? We're going to find out because we're going up to the top of the track for your MTA replay. What a run by both drivers. Again, both drivers cut a great light down the straight stretch they go, seemingly very even going into the first jump here. Now as they go up and over the last set of cars, Medusa got a little cattywampus at the line here, and she will get the win, dethroning their champion. What a race it is. Raylan Mullins pulls out the win, but give it up for Bradlee Graham as well. He was right there down to the wire at the finish line, but Medusa getting the championship flag in week 1 of the August season. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating now a 2-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Raylan Mullins and Medusa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we look at the overall point standings closing out week 1 of the all-new August season, Raylan Mullins and Medusa with tonight's big win, rounding out your overall point standings with 100 points to her credit. Rounding out your top 5, Bradlee Graham and King Sling with 90 points to his name. 3rd place, Brandon Copeland and Wildfoot with 80, and Austin Wagner in 4th place with the Wild Hair Machine with 80 points as well. And rounding out your top 5, John Kennyux and Brodozer with 60 points. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we are just now kicking off an all-new August season. King Sling has been dethroned and Medusa reigns on top of the mountain in the overall points chase, as well as carrying the checker flag. We hope you had a great time out here kicking off the all-new August season. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching tonight's video. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that.